Hello guys, I am Brandon Carey, and today we are going to continue our adventures in Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage. When we last left off, we had basically fully completed... Oh, I'm pretty quiet? You should turn yourself up, because I've been testing my audio, and I'm pretty... I thought it was pretty loud. Yeah, I'm pretty audible. Probably turn your audio up a bit in your headphones or whatever.
Well done, Spyro. Now that you have all 14 talismans, your guidebook can break the lock on the door, and you can fight Gulp. Are you ready?
I mean, I'm looking at my audio levels right now compared to the games, and raw, they're looking great.
You'll have to jump down the hole in the floor to get to where Ripto and Gulp are waiting. I can help you out a little bit. I tamed some pterodactyls from Skylos Badlands. They'll be dropping in objects that you can use to fight Gulp.
Yeah, that would be helpful, the pterodactyls, if we were going to play this fight fairly. But since we have superflame, this should not be an issue at all. As I was saying... we are finished this area as far as we are able to do. We cannot finish these two challenges here until we have the head bash move, which we will only get in Winter Tundra, our final level of the game. So we are basically at the boss of Autumn Plains, and once we do that, we will be in the end game of Spyro 2, more or less. So, Gulp is waiting for us. Let's meet him toe to toe.
Gulp, we finally made Avalar ours. You've earned a special reward. Gulp, what is it, boy? Oh, the fairy. Here you go.
I probably turn the audio for the game down a little bit.
You singed my cape! Dragon, you are really starting to get on my nerves. Say goodbye, flame breath. Gulp. Lunchtime.
This'll be this can be a very challenging boss fight, but because we're playing a New Game Plus run, it will not be. I'll at least try to explain why that is.
Gulp.
Because
Finish him off, and you can have all the berries you can eat.
the challenge is to use these objects that the pterodactyls are bringing in to hit him, but we have super flame, so we don't actually need to worry about positioning or any of that. We can literally just fan our flame basically infinitely and knock him out with pretty much no trouble. In fact, I think this is how I got the skill point in my original run, by like coming here after I got every 100% and then doing this. So rather than worry about pterodactyls, timing the barrels, the rockets, all of that, no, just burn him. Just burn him alive. It's easier that way.
Spyro, you did it!
Whoa! Laura, where'd you come from?
I was just outside the castle in Autumn Plains. The castle is now free again. There's no sign of Ripto.
I love how,
And since
just
you've
by
been gone,
beating Ripto,
creatures
the
of Avalar
castle
are finally
magically
starting to get
transforms
along.
back into its normal version, which is literally just a couple of flags
Since
being
you've done
changed.
so much for Avalar, and since I know you've really missed being on vacation, we really wanted to do something nice for you. It's not much, but we hope you like it.
Oh, wow, this is great. Aren't you gonna join me?
No. I'd like to, but I've got to go check on the professor in the Winter Tundra. He's still trying to fix the super portal so we can send you home.
Oh, that sounds interesting. I think I'll just hang out here for a while and soak up a few rays. follower.
This was awkward even in the original version, and that awkwardness kind of translates here. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a joke. If it is, it didn't really land. But, you know, it's a cute little scene, I guess.
I think I've finally come up with a way to access the dragon worlds from the super portal. This power crystal should give us the extra boost that we need. Just a few more calculations to set it up. I think I have
That
it.
is a comically short
Excellent.
pencil.
Everything is finally ready. We're going to need a lot more orbs, but with the power crystal boosting it, the super portal should work again.
So, you thought you had gotten rid of me. Well,
It
I'm
was
afraid
literally 2
not.
seconds.
I persuaded that fat bear Moneybags to sell me a few bombs.
Quick, the power crystal!
Don't even try it, book boy, or you'll be the world's smartest pile of ashes. This is just what I need. For
Also,
a
I
new
love that
sector.
Moneybags is willing to
do
sell
something
Ripto
quick.
bombs. Literally,
Hey,
like,
give that back.
the one problem person in the world, and the capitalist
Well, I
merchant,
tried.
of course, sold him some bombs.
Ah, you little fools!
Also, Alicia, I usually don't have a whole lot of audio issues. Like, they do happen every now and then, for sure, but not usually. Not typically. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm perfect, because I'm not. I've had audio problems in the past, but it's not, like, not usually this, like, I am watching the stream. That's how I test my audio. I watch my own streams, and I'm not having that issue. And I usually can tell when someone else is having an issue, because that I can check and see, oh yeah, I'm having the same issue.
Spyro, Ripto's still alive, and he's locked us out of the castle. Even worse, he's stolen our new power crystal for the super portal.
Oh yeah, the power crystal. Right. Of course. But this is the final level of the game. This is Winter Tundra. And before we do any of the actual levels, we're probably going to spend some time just collecting the stuff here.
Well, Spyro, it comes down to this.
Why did you sell
There's only
Ripto's
one more
bomb?
thing I can
Why did you
teach
sell
you.
Ripto some bombs,
And
Moneybags?
like
Why'd you
all
do
the
it?
best
Why did you do it?
Doesn't come cheap.
Why'd you do it? Tell me. Why'd you do it?
The head bash move is very simple, really. All you must do is jump and then press the action button.
Yeah, you need the head bash move just to open this store. Why the game? How the game can make sure you've bought all the moves you need for progress. Also, again, if I go to 2 worlds, you'll notice there are no enemies here in this level whatsoever. It is a perfectly peaceful and serene, albeit chilly, level. Which again, I like that in this game, where like the home worlds always felt kind of chill. Then again, probably get into something I've been mulling over in my head while I've been contemplating this game the way I contemplate everything I do these days. Which is... Ripto is ostensibly the villain of this game. And he is a jerk. Do not get me wrong, but when you look at the series of evil deeds that he has performed, he hasn't really done many. Professor, talk to me. Talk to me, please.
Well, it's
There we
some
go.
consolation that you've collected so many orbs. My high-tech portal here will take you to Cloud Temples.
Yeah, you'll notice that orbs are very important in this part of the game because there's no more talismans, and so everything is going to be orbs from here on out. But if we go through all of the list of Ripto's quote-unquote evil deeds, he basically, like, the only thing he's actually really done is steal the power crystal. Like, he's taken over, quote-unquote, the castles, but those are just buildings. Like, there's nothing particularly special about the castles. Like, they're just buildings. Like, even this beautiful fortress here, it's just a building. There's nothing special about it.
I can see you've learned the value of orbs, Spyro. This touchy gate should work perfectly with the help of your impressive orb collection.
So, Ripto is the villain of the game, but when you tally up his misdeeds, he's only really done one, which is theft. He's stolen some things. So, I guess one thing the game really doesn't do a great job of is conveying a sense of real threat from Ripto, which I guess it's a platformer, so on some level, who cares? But it's just one of those little funny things.
Alright, Spyro. Now that you've got the orbs, Ripto's demise is only moments away, right? Right? Well, anyway, good luck. He's right through this door.
I'm only here for these gems, and I'm not actually going to fight Ripto right now. But since we've been so diligent getting orbs in the other areas of the game, we could literally skip this entire world and go straight to the final boss. But I don't want to do that. I want to actually savor this moment and collect stuff. Plus, we're 100% playthrough. We're not on any percent playthrough, so I see no reason to just proceed to the final boss as of right now. And we're gonna jump down this waterfall. There's a gem under here. Don't believe so, but there will be an orb. Oh no, I missed it. Crap. That's embarrassing.
One last speedway. You've chosen wise.
Well, that's the last we'll see in Moneybags for a while. Not the last speedway of the game, the fourth speedway. Let's see what gemmies I missed. Show me the gemmies. Oh, you guys. And now once we get that last orb, we'll be done with Winter Tundra. But despite being the quote-unquote villain, Ripto hasn't, like, he's not really, like, he's not out to destroy the world, or like, he hasn't actually attacked anyone, not really. He's kind of more akin to a schoolyard bully than an actual villain, which is cute. But not really worth the trouble, because all the problems in Avalar existed before Ripto showed up. Ripto has not actually done anything to cause them. They were all going to happen regardless, whether he was there or not. Like everything we've traveled, all the worlds traveled to, all the problems we dealt with in those areas, none of it was Ripto's fault. He's the villain of the game, but Nothing we've interacted with him like twice total. This is a pretty easy speedway, so hopefully it won't take too long. Of course, watch me say that, and we might spend 10 minutes doing this pretty remedial challenge, because that's what happens on streams. Nope, we are going this direction. I want to go this direction. Oh, I probably should have just run with it. But we'll see if this actually, like, I'm actually punished for this. But, alright, so I probably should have been punished for. Oh, yeah, I got punished. Oh well. If I was a bit more accurate with my final shots, I would have gotten it. That's the goats. These rings don't take that much time. This is a very, very linear speedway out of all the ones in the game. It's just kind of like, you just kind of follow the line and you'll get there. 3, 4. Yeah, I guess you could do it this way. Yeah, there's plenty of time. You should do that one. Yeah, in this way, there's so much time on the spot. Holy crap. Yeah, that was easy. That was trivial. Holy crap. But now it's time for the orb challenge. Which means I've got to follow this road here. And as usual, for these speedways, there's a hunter challenge at the end of them, which you can only access once you've beaten the speedway itself by getting everything in one go. So, this little nook over here.
Alright, Spyro. Are you ready to try out my plane? I just fixed it, and I'm pretty sure it won't crash now. Okay, Spyro. Here's what you gotta do.
Now you might want to cover your ears for a bit. This is gonna get loud.
All you have to do is hit the targets with your machine gun. Press the attack button to fire the gun, and use your left stick to aim.
This was loud in the PS1 version. I don't know if it's gonna be loud in this version, but basically my goal is going to be. Okay, no, it's not that loud here, which is great. But basically the goal here is going to be to destroy every balloon, and if you miss one, it's game over. This is not a terribly difficult competition. Or at least for some reason it was harder for me as a kid. I can't honestly fathom why. But as an adult, I've not had any problems with this challenge. Pretty much, there's some really tough timings, but if you just keep that button held down, probably you'll get it. It's not a whole lot of... Like, the game isn't trying to trick you here. Unlike some of the other... Oh, nope, I missed one.
Hey, you missed a target.
Yep, that's called streamer's luck. But that's not a big deal. Try it again. Always try it again. No reason not to try it again. Because when you do it over and over again, the odds say you will win eventually. That's what we're going to do. We're going to win eventually. This reticule is kind of bad, actually. Like, thankfully, I'm getting close enough.
Hey,
But
you nailed all the
that
targets.
reticule is actually kind
It
of
must
poor.
be because you had such a good pilot.
And that is the last speedway of the game. So we will no longer be handling those. We can just quit and get out of here. My cute purple dragon bro. Now it's time to actually deal with some of the levels around here. And there are 4 levels total here, I believe. Mystic Marsh. Well, we might as well just start here since it's right here. There's no reason to wait. Oh, you know what? We probably should have gone back to Fracture Hills. I'll do that later. Fracture Hills and Shady Oasis to get the head bash orbs. Once we get those, we will be all finished with Autumn Plains. We have a head bash now, so we can do it. We can do those orb challenges.
Ooh.
Snail offense.
Things just aren't the same since our magic fountain shut off. It sure would help if you could find out what evil force is behind this disaster.
Water wizards. I'm going to get hit by those a lot, I imagine. Alright. Money. Yeah, those monkeys are going to be a problem. So they're kind of awkward to hit. I think the super flame is going to come in handy during this level, though, because there is one particular challenge that can be a pain in the ass because of all the chasing you have to do for it. Oh, again! Some sparks, so I can get some gems. Notice that water is purple, and therefore that means you shouldn't touch it. It's bad water. sad ducky. Sad ducky down there. Probably charge a few of these for prosperity since we're supposed to actually do with them. That shouldn't be a problematic level. You also notice that, unlike... So, as Laura said, there were 14 talismans in Avalar. But we already have all of them. Which means that from here on out, they need something to reward us with when we complete a level. But since you need orbs for the final boss and some of the levels here, that is the reward. The reward from here on out will be orbs. We will no longer receive talismans for our actions. Gems and orbs are all we will collect from here on out. And part of that, there's a cleverness there, because the developers see a little early on that you need to start collecting orbs through some of their requirements, like the requirements to open some of the speedways, and the requirements to open that door in Autumn Plains' castle, where you need enough orbs to access those locations. So the game sees early enough on that you need orbs to complete the challenges you're being asked. That it doesn't come as like a, it shouldn't come as a surprise when the game asks
so
for you to
glad
have
you're
them in the
here.
end.
I'm perfectly useless without my trusty pencil, and I seem to have lost it. I do have this extra egg. Perhaps you can trade it for my pencil.
This is one of the more interesting challenges in the game. If you know the story of the guy that traded his red paperclip in and just kept trading until he eventually got to like a car and a house, this side quest, or this I guess side quest is actually the right word for it, is that. I think I shoot the egg up into that basket here. Yes, though, right? So there will be a bunch of objects in the level that all accept certain items. There we go. So now now that I've given Bird his egg back, I can use it to get this seed. Put the seed in the plant. Hey, Steve. And the plant becomes a mutant freak plant, but more importantly, it coughs up a rubber ducky. So we're gonna get this rubber ducky. And we're going to give it to the lonely ducklings over here. We continue this trade chain. Did I get Peach to? We're gonna find out who needs Peach. In due time. I want to level a bit first. We'll eventually find who needs Peach. We give us another item so that we can keep trading to get that pencil. Just like the mythical story of the red paperclip. Which I'm pretty sure that's a true story, but I could be wrong. Someone could correct me on that, and I wouldn't, like, I wouldn't be surprised if I found out that was just like a hoax that somebody put on the internet one day. Probably a Snopes article on that. There has to be a Snopes article on that. But that's pretty much what this quest is just trading and trading and trading until you get to the item you desire. Springboard the gift. Oh! Also, I agree, Steve. Spyro is an adorable little cutie. Young dragon he is. Oh, I remember what Peach is for now, I think. I just remember how to get there. Is the thing. I think I probably... Oh, there. That's how I get there. Just jump. So you put Peach into the pot, if memory serves. Oh no, this might be Radish. This is a Radish. And Radish gives me a coin. First, let's get the gems in this pool. As you know, the best place to hide your valuable jewels is in a body of water. And the coin came out of that pot. So, what do you do with coins? Obviously, you put them in water fountains. And water fountain spouts out a pencil. Now we have the pencil, we can give it back to... Oh! Hey Chris! Welcome to the stream! Now that we have our pencil, or the professor's pencil I should say, we can trade to him for our final reward.
My pencil! Now I can begin calculating the age of the universe again. Here, take this orb for safekeeping. Allura thinks I'm going to lose it.
Like you lost your pencil! Exactly! Now that I have that orb, we're done with trading. Also, yeah, the way Spyro looks when he's like when his mouth is full of something is it's adorable. Spyro is a very cute little dragon. Also, I'm really glad to be back because I got like 2 weeks ago I was on call. Last week I got sick, so like I've been away for a while, and I've been missing this game. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Chris.
Stolen my spark plugs, and I'm stuck here. Please get the 4 plugs back.
So yeah, it's a very simple core quest. There are 4 thieves, there are 4 spark plugs. Pretty simple. Just gotta find them and kill them. For the horrible, horrible crime of petty theft. because that is what we are. We assassinate thieves. That's our job.
Oh, I must have dozed off there. Golly, looks like I let the fountain switch off. Here, take this orb and, don't mention my little nap to Hydra, okay?
Yes, earlier the quest giver was all like, who would turn off the magic water fountain, and turns out this guy just forgot to turn it back on. So we could chase this spark plug thief here, or we could snipe him from a distance. Super Flame is going to save me a lot of time. That means there are 2 more thieves left to take care of. We are not going to chase him, because chasing him is time consuming. Just burn. Just burn. Oh, where do you all come from? There we go. That takes care of that problem. Permanently. Missing 10 gems. Did I miss something down there? Oh, okay. What am I missing, Sparks? What am I missing? You tell me. You're also missing 1 spark plug guy. Oh, okay, I see it now. There we go. Last gem. Now we gotta get the last spark plug, and I think we're done for this level. Where is it? Oh, there you are. This goes far enough. And that saved me quite a bit of time chasing those guys down.
Here, young dragon friend, take this. It's museum quality, but you deserve it.
Get it? Because this is an Indiana Jones reference. It belongs in the museum. Get it, guys? Get it? Get it? Get the joke that the game made? Get it? I'm being facetious. I actually enjoy those little references. But now we can go back to Winter Tundra. Must have gotten caught and chewed out for falling asleep with the job. Poor water wizard, whose name I no longer remember. He'll be fine, I guess. It's not my fault he slept on the job. Like a loser. I probably should at some point head back to Autumn Plains for those last 2 orbs. And I will. But right now I'm on a bit of a roll and I want to keep doing the levels here. So let's go to Cloud Temples. And Cloud Temples is the linked world with Mystic Marsh, both linked under the idea that they're both containing wizards with magic. Again, this game has a lot of worlds are linked together through some common thread, and that is the thread for these 2 worlds. They're both controlled by wizards. Vaguely Asian wizards, too, on top of that. So, yeah, obviously... I should probably talk to him
I
first.
used to be one of Avalar's most powerful magicians, until that big warlock over there stole my wand. He and his friends have used the magic within to take over the city.
Once again, another problem that Ripto is not a part of. I'm telling you, like, they call Ripto a villain, and he is a huge dick. No question. But when it comes to, like, this game, he has not done a whole lot of actual villainy beyond petty theft. That's all he's done, is steal some shit. Steal some shit and say some mean things. That's all he's ever done in this entire game, and yet he is the villain. Not only, like, the villain for this game, like, a lot of the extra material, like some of the games that came out from other developers after Insomniac gave up the franchise, a lot of them kind of pretend that Ripto was the big Spyro villain, and I guess he was in the sense that this game was the most popular of the games in the trilogy. But like, Nasty Nork probably should be more well remembered than Ripto, because Nasty Nork actually did a lot of things by, like, turning a bunch of hot dragons into crystal and denying us hot dragons as a result. That is a terrible crime worthy of death. But this is just petty theft. This is not a big deal. Like, all you did is steal a crystal that we can obviously take back with a little bit of work. Definitely, like, something we needed to do. We need to take the crystal back so we can go home, but I wouldn't call Ripto a villain. Not that he's a good person either. He's not really a good person, but he's just kind of a dick. And I know those people. You know those people that are, like, huge jerks in real life, even if they haven't really done anything particularly, like, malicious or villainous. They're just kind of rude all the time. You all have people like that in our lives. And that's what Ripto is. Just kind of a rude dude. Although you need to wait for me to get here before you open the gate. But the problems in Avalar, the warlocks we're facing here, none of it is Ripto is doing. Ripto is... like, these are all problems that are internal to Avalar. They were here before Ripto arrived, and if we never arrived to stop Ripto, or in quotes, to stop Ripto, these problems would persist, because there would be no one who'd be handling them. So if anything, like, Ripto should be is kind of a hero for bringing Spyro, for giving people a reason to bring Spyro to Avalar. This is bizarre troll logic, but I'm gonna keep going because it's amusing me.
I'm a secret agent. I'm going to my secret hideout.
Hi, Johnny Bravo-looking motherfucker.
Are allowed to go there.
You're the most
Not
infamous
even
challenge.
unless
Like,
you
you were
hide
the
behind
challenge that.
tree so you can't see me.
This is one of the most frustrating challenges in the game, or it was when I was a little kid. Basically, this guy calls himself a secret agent, and so like we need to hide from him all the way over to a secret base. And if he spots us, we have to try the mission over again. And now, okay. First try. Great.
What? You managed to get here without following me? You must be a member of my secret club after all. Here, take this secret decoder. It will allow us to send secret messages.
I can't tell if like he wants to keep it a secret or not. It's hard to tell. He hasn't said secret like 50 times. That's for all the trouble he put me through as a 10-year-old. Probably. I don't remember what age I was when I played these games first. Now you'll go back getting the gems we didn't get along the way. I remember being like really frustrated with Mission growing up, but as an adult who's much better at forced stealth than my younger self was, it's not that hard these days. It really isn't. It's just kind of tedious. Aw, thank you. I would hope that I was a cute child. It's hard to tell. Of course, obviously my opinion will be biased, so I'm not going to say I was. Oh, do we not have enough souls yet? We need a few more souls before we can do this challenge. Great. There are the last few souls I need. And you know the challenge unlocked because these guys are around again. These were ugly looking motherfuckers in the original game, and they are ugly now.
Our mystical bell towers have been overrun by trolls, and the bells haven't been rung in days. I tried a fire spell on the trolls, but that just made them crazier. This super freeze power-up will chill out the trolls, but we really need the bells to ring. They'll ring if you charge into them.
Alright, so let's get our ice on. One bell. There we go. That's what I was looking for. This guy. Actually, I don't think I need you. I might need you actually to get the low extra height. And 2 bells.
I suppose you want an orb for doing that. Well, I'm afraid not. There's still 1 bell left. You can get to it by using the whirlwind behind me.
I like that. That's cute. You thought this was an orb challenge, and you're right, but we're still not done yet. Where are you? And yeah, there we go.
Oh, I didn't think you could do it. Here, have a souvenir from the Cloud Temple's gift shop.
I need to go back up there because I need you. Actually, don't need that platform right now, but I do need these gems over here. Because that rocket is to one of the chests that we blew up with our superflame. So we no longer need that rocket. In fact, we're basically nearly done this level. Once we beat you and get the remaining 10 gems, which should be...
Spyro, you have freed our city from the claws of those evil warlocks. Please, take
those
this
evil
orb.
warlocks that
I
were once
foresee that it
again
will help you on
not
your
sent by Ripto. Someone else. Like, this is a problem that Avalon would have had whether or not Ripto was here or not. Let's see what 3 orbs I'm missing. Or 3 gems I'm missing. Oh, where's the last one? Saying it's in this room? Oh, it must have been way back. I must have missed it on my way over. Because I guarantee you, if this was a Ripto-induced problem, then people would say something about it. I guarantee you people would have said something. But all like we know he's done for sure is steal a crystal and take over a couple of castles. Now that we have everything, we're gonna leave this level. Hey Taylor! We're playing some old-fashioned Spyro the Dragon. Yeah, I am. I love this game. This is a good game. This is such a good game. It really does hold... Like, it is surprising how well this trilogy holds up to, Aw, thank you. It is surprising how well this trilogy holds up to modern day. Like, this... I've said this in previous streams, and I'll say it again. Like, if you told me this was a Kickstarter for, like, a reimagining or like a homage to old school game design, I believe you, because like I could see this being like the Shovel Knight equivalent of PS3 or PS1 era game design. But no, it's just the game was that well designed the first time around that when you updated it to HD, all of that care comes forth as well, and you get a good game still. It's still a great game. And so we're going to head back to Autumn Plain, which is, again, my favorite homeworld of the 3 in Spyro 2. So we can finish off the things that we couldn't do without the head bash move. So now that we have head bash, we can just... it just works. We can just do it. Climb this here. And we've got 2 worlds we need to return to. We need to return to Fracture Hills and to Shady Oasis, because each of them had orb challenges that are impossible to complete without the head bash move. Well, normally they would be. But the game won't let us use our New Game Plus Super Flame to cheat those orbs out. So we have to do it. Oh, I could never speedrun this game. Like, I actually should, like, I actually do want to sit down and watch a 100% speedrun of this game again, because those are incredible. It makes me wonder, like, how many of the glitches that speedrunners used in the original got preserved in this game. I know the double jump glitch didn't come through. Something that I used a lot as a child, but there's still, like, the this is Ripto's Rage. This is the second game, Taylor. This is Ripto's Rage. This is not really Year of the Dragon. Year of the Dragon's the one with all the side characters you can play as. Thankfully, we've already solved this level's problems, so we can just kind of run over to the finish. And do the thing we need to do. Oh, I forgot that bush is there. The burned bush.
Oh, a dragon!
Oh, I guess we're gonna have to go around the door, which means just doing this. Yeah, like, and if you watch some of those old speedruns, Taylor, you get some really interesting, like, little interesting glimpses on how this game was programmed and how some of the glitches came about. Like, there's a glitch in the original version where you can swim in the air, and that people use that to,
I've been experimenting with a new potion. I'd like to try it out, but the Earth Shapers have made going out a bit difficult. Could you kindly offer me an escort?
Sure, I'll escort you, because I need you to get to Hunter again so I can do the actual challenge. So all I gotta do is make sure the Earthshapers don't kill this guy. This is really hard, as you can see, with all the Earthshapers around that I haven't killed with my Super Flame. This escort mission is difficult, and he really should just take the direct route, because Hunter is right here. Like, the alchemist could just walk this way, but he chooses not to. He chooses to take the long way around, for reasons that nobody can fathom. But, you know, I guess if he wants to saunter around, I say let him. It's fine, I guess. It's not a big deal now that all the Earthshapers are taken care of. If I didn't have if I didn't take care of the Earthshapers, that would have been a real problem, though. Real problem.
Man, do my feet feel better. Would you look after this for me?
I already have this orb.
As long as you're here, would you like to help me take out these stubborn Earth Shapers?
Yeah, with my new head bash move, I'll take care of them with you.
All right. When I shoot an Earth Shaper with an arrow, you head bash him before he gets back up. Remember, head bash by jumping and then pressing the action button.
Yeah, let's take care of these Earth Shapers, Hunter.
We make a great team. Here, I was gonna give this to the alchemist, but I'm a bit annoyed at him at the moment.
Yeah. Head bash was 100% necessary for that. Definitely couldn't have done that without my head bash move. It's always fun doing that in New Game Plus, just taking care of them before Hunter even gets freed, and like just automatically anywhere by default. That's always fun. And that takes care of one of the two ores we couldn't get in our original run of Autumn Plains. Let's take care of the other one back in Shady Oasis. Which again, head bash move was 100% necessary to get this orb. We definitely could not have done this with Super Flame. I promise you that. Definitely could not have done this without Super Flame. Must have a head bash move for this. I don't think I've actually used the head bash move yet since I got it, because I'm New Game Plus cheating. I should probably at least show it off once. Because it's supposedly used to smash little rocks and other obstacles that are too tough for my charge or my flame. Yeah, this is a head bash. This is what we need.
Spyro, if...
Macro fetishists unite. The magic macro berries will help these hippos break through doors. Can't quite glide over there from here. But I have to wait for Hippo. Get a move on. Go macro and smash the door open for me, please. Thank you. Get a move on. You got orbs to catch. And stuff. Ha ha ha, dies. That's happening rapidly when you kill him. And stuff. Hippo is following me. Hippo! Hippo! Why do you do this, Hippo? There we go, Hippo. Perfect. Thank you, Hippo. Now that I have the invincibility power up.
My 8 brothers have been trapped in rock and will
And the
see
head
if you
bash
can't break them
move.
free. Head bash the rocks by jumping and then pressing the action button. Follow me. And remember,
I can use this to save them. Or... Oh no, it has me head bash. Okay. Super Flame doesn't work. Okay. So for once, I do need the head bash move. And as you know, invincibility lets you walk on water.
Thanks for freeing us. All I have to give you is this thingy I found. At least it's not a rock.
And that means we are done with Autumn Plains. We have everything. All the orbs, all the gems, all the talismans. And so we have 2 more levels left in Winter Tundra, and then we can proceed to the final boss, which is Ripto. So, let us advance to Winter Tundra. I am curious if the speedrunning community plays the Reignite trilogies at all, or if they just stuck with the PS1 version of the game. Because there is confirmed differences between the two versions that are not just technical, that are actual gameplay differences. So I am curious if the speedrunning community has chosen to move on. Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, okay, so the 2 hours of the Reignited in the base version is an hour and a half. Okay, so yeah, there definitely is a time discrepancy, but I wonder how much of that is due to loading times versus just the fact that there are certain glitches you can't take advantage of in this new version. Oh yeah, new version is the fly has the 100% fly. Yeah. Oh, interesting. With and without loads. Okay. That is helpful information. You really can't fault a speedrunner for, like, load time. There's nothing they can really do about that. I'm gonna check that out once we're done this stream for sure.
Howdy, Spyro. These here pests have infested our farm. Could you find the time to help us get rid of them? Find your way over to the giant bug lamp and turn it on so we can zap any more invading pests.
So yeah, this is basically a robot farm. Not sure what the robots need to farm, but we'll go with it. And yes, absolutely, the bugs were not sent by robot. They were separate problems that existed before they showed up, as far as we're aware. Like, there's no evidence suggesting that Ripto actually caused this problem. It is another, like, local affair, as far as I can tell. Normally, you would not be able to handle those bugs without the head bash move. Those heavily armored bugs, but because, again, this is a New Game Plus run with Superflame, and I wonder if, like, that's another category in this game, is the New Game Plus-esque run. Because that definitely does change the dynamics you're playing with. Oh wow, there's a perfect 100% run for all three games, like as a marathon. That's impressive. That's almost as impressive as like the Ring Fit Adventure speedrunners, which exist, by the way. The current record I think is 18 hours for Ring Fit Adventure from start to finish. Ooh, 8 hours for a game. That's not a lot of time. That's surprising. Ring Fit, of course, has been like the game that I've been playing probably more than any other game over the past couple of months, because it's basically my workout, more or less. But I am definitely, like, I am impressed by the 600s there, because, like, it's not just, like, getting technically perfect run. You have to also pace yourself stamina-wise in that speed run, or you will get exhausted. 18 hours of exercising, even if you're just doing it light, doing it for 18 hours is definitely, like, it's work. It's up there. You're doing a lot of stuff. Also, I love the water is electrified. I guess robots need electric water. Not entirely sure the purpose of that in this farm, but we'll go with it.
These darn bugs are making a joke of my expensive robot scarecrows. Can you chase them down and flame them, Spyro?
I will not chase them down, but I will absolutely flame them.
My fields are safe from those flying vermin, Spyro. Take this doodad I done dug up yesterday.
I done dug up yesterday! I done did it! Those varmints. His pelvic bone. Yeah, I can see that, Steve. I can see that. I guarantee you, if Sam was here in this stream, he'd be furious about this, the southern accents, because they're pretty bad. And, you know, most people get the southern accent bad, so it's not a surprise, but, like, it's one of those things where, like, if you are from the South, you have a right to be a little annoyed at how people treat you sometimes. And of course, this level is linked to the next level we'll be doing after this, which is Metropolis. Because both of them are robot farm-esque kind of places. You'll see what I mean when we get to Metropolis, because that is a strange, very strange level. Oh, did not see that coming. Raise this platform. Like that. And get the gems. Which is more important than the actual monster here. I think we should also probably come up here. Oh yeah, there's a rocket. That would be impressive if I didn't get that chest already. But we should probably just get these. time this just right. Yay! Yay! We did it! Oh, yep, I did, but I'll come back for it later. You're right, I did miss a gem, but it's too late. I'm already up here. And I don't want to have to do that timing challenge again. But thankfully we have Sparks who will point us to it once we're done.
Way to go, Spyro! Them varmints won't be coming near our crops now.
Varmints.
Offer you a reward?
And I am not sure how these guys couldn't turn on the bug lamp without me reaching this exact position, but you know what? I'll take the orb. I'll take the orb. Yeah, his pelvis is out of control. I'm glad you noticed that. Oh. I end up coming back for it anyway. You would notice it, Steve, but you know, I'm just JK. I love you. Great. One of these box challenges. One of these jar challenges, I should say. Talk to me.
I used to drive my tractor all around the farm, but some fool robot blocked the path up. Do you think you could clear things up with a bit of supercharge?
Yeah, I could do that. But I don't think I'm needing supercharge for this. Just gonna have a leisurely stroll across the track, picking up the gems along the way. But we don't need to supercharge this, even though we could. Better just to make sure we get a nice, relaxed, no stress, a little stroll across the Robo countryside. Oh, we need supercharge. Ho-hum. That's unfortunate. Thankfully the whirlwinds are active, so we can just speed up here and give it another shot. There is definitely an unwieldiness to supercharge that wasn't there in the original version. Give this another go. Like, there's definitely like something about the way the turning works in the supercharge that's not as reactive as it was in the original version of the game.
A fine piece of steering that was, Dragon. Here, take this thingamajig I found in the cow pen.
That's the last orb, I believe. And now we just got the gemmies to do before we head out. I'll get that later. Because we have to backtrack anyway. Thanks to this vase. The magic backtracking vase. We should go through the whole level again so that we get the gems at the end. Like, you're supposed to have to guess where the next base is. And there is some guessing involved, but you also know that if you just backtrack, you're gonna find it, because that's the pattern. Like, it's just, you go back to level again the other way. Oh, did I pass it? I think I passed it. Oh no, there's gems in that room. Come back for them later. We gotta use a supercharge to get back up in that room. Oh, we could. We probably don't need a supercharge now that the whole blockade has been dealt with, but... yeah, there's gems in there, of course. Now we're gonna see what else we missed. I was apparently sloppy this level. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, that's what you are. Yeah, it's apparently very sloppy. Oh well. Thank God for sparks, so we don't have to worry about trying to figure out where everything else is. Oh, that was level complete. One more and then we can beat Ripto.
Oh! Hey, hey!
Is this not cruelty? In some way? Cruelty to Robobugs? Is that even possible? Hmm. Anyway, now we have one more world to deal with. Metropolis. The Metropolis. And this is a bizarre level. But interesting. I love the robo comb over of the antenna. I love that little detail, the little comb over antennas.
This insurrection from the farms has got quite out of hand. We need someone to restore order. Find the inventor droid. She's been working on something big.
A chrome over! Oh, I love it. I love it. A chrome over. Oh, Taylor, that's devious. I love it.
With all the budget cuts, these elevators need serious work. See, this one here is stuck. I expect it will start working again if you just give it a good whack, though.
But yeah, the link here is obviously that the insects are revolting in the farms, and the animals have taken that as their opportunity to rise up against their robotic masters. In a bizarre, usually like the old myth is that cows are being abducted by aliens, but in this case, the cows kind of are also the aliens. So it's an interesting little spin on good old American myths. Good old American urban legends. But it's interesting. Also, kamikaze pigs are quite the invention. Also, the fodder here are just eggs. Let's do this challenge here.
As you can see, a vicious ox has taken over our armory. And here we thought that freezing the walkway would keep animals out. The ox is very tough. I would advise using the bombs against it, and it will probably take several bombs at that.
I missed the original version that had the robot voice from the 50s. Yeah, we're not gonna actually fight this ox. We're just gonna cheat.
Excellent work, Dragon. We can now defend our city properly. Take this visually pleasing reward.
Visually pleasing reward. I admit that Enigma droid does miss the robot speak. Of course, everyone here knows I'm talking about when I use that particular enunciation. Four orbs in this area. And I think they're all, like, literally right at the end. This is one of the weird levels where, like, the weird thing about this level is that the actual, like, 2D world challenges you can only do once you've gotten to the end of the level, which normally is where you just stop. But since all we do is collect orbs now, you don't need talismans. I guess there's no reason why we can't have a level where orbs are, where like you get to the end of the level and we have orb challenges waiting for you here too. Proceeding along the path, killing all of the revolting farm animals. And this is the end of the level.
Ah, Spyro, I heard you were coming. Thank you for your efforts in thwarting this attempted coup. Please take this item, which living creatures seem to like.
I love that the androids don't understand why orbs are liked by people. They just know that the people like them.
Avalar, a combination power-up. Thank goodness you're here to test it out. These invading sheep in their spaceships must be stopped.
So yeah, this power-up gives us both super flight and super flame, which we're supposed to use the combination of the two to defeat the UFO farm enemies. And we will do that. There you are. Hi.
Excellent work. You knocked those sheep right out of the sky. Take this orb device as proof of your skill.
And one more invasion should be our last orb of the game.
Those first sheep sent out a distress call. The next wave of saucers is incoming.
The invading farm animals. Hit me back. You're not allowed to hit me back. It's against the rules. One more UFO left, and we should be... There.
Nice flying, Airman. You've proven the genius of my double power-up invention. Here, keep this to commemorate your victory.
And that is the last orb, all 64. Now we need to get the rest of the gems, and we are all set. The high ones first. Ooh. Rest should fall in place. 100 gems left here. Should be scattered about this area. There we go. And that means we have collected everything. All 10,000 gems, all 64 orbs. The only thing left to do is to defeat Ripto. I love that joke. So we should probably be able to finish up in due time. It's the final boss, guys. Ripto is waiting for us at the top of these stairs. In Ripto's arena.
Alright, Spyro. Now that you've got the orbs, Ripto's demise is only...
This is going to be a difficult fight. Yeah. For sure.
Come back here, you useless animals!
Hey, Shorty, maybe I can help.
What? You again?
Yup. If you want to test that power crystal, why don't you try it on me? I'll stand still, I promise.
I like that idea. Dragon, you've just sealed your fate.
It's gonna be a very difficult boss, I promise you.
Spyro, we want to help you fight Ripto. Elora is using the orbs you collected to store power-up energy. Hunter will throw the powered-up orbs to you as they become ready. Even as we speak, the professor is experimenting with new forms of power-up energy, so you'll soon have abilities that no one has ever seen before.
Great, but we're instead going to just, do this. Oh, hey, Gold. Yep, super hard boss fight. Definitely collecting the orbs to get powers. Now this is where things are actually going to become challenging. Alright. Good work so far. Just gotta aim at him. Oh yeah, he can sneak around, but I can't. Okay. That's fair. There we go. Got him. And we never saw nor heard from him again, and Enter the Dragonfly and Spyro Orange never happened. I refuse to believe that. They are non-canon. Never happened. Ripto is dead. Story's over. He never reappears in any other games from here on out.
I don't think we could ever thank you enough, Spyro. I suppose you have to go now?
Yeah, I'd better. They'll be missing me in the Dragon Worlds, and I've still got a vacation to take. I need it more than ever now.
Before you go, I think that Moneybags has something he wants to give you.
I most certainly do not.
Hunter?
Hey, Hunter can do a thing.
Spyro, Moneybags is very sorry that he made you pay so much on your way through Avalar. We want you to keep the gems as a reward for helping us.
Wow, thanks. Sparks, can you grab them?
Let me just type in the new coordinates and there. Spyro, you can now go to Dragon Shores.
Hey, why don't you guys come with me? I bet you could use a holiday.
I'm afraid we can't, Spyro. Ripto may be gone, but he caused a lot of damage during his short stay. We'll be cleaning up for weeks. Just remember, though, that you can always get back to Avalar from Dragon Shores if you want to visit.
Well, okay. Come on, Sparks. We got a lot of vacation to catch up
What
on.
did Ripto do exactly that caused a lot of damage? Because we didn't see it. Alright, this is the same. That's the same credits as you saw in my Spyro 1 finale But so I went in the post. I'll link that original video so that people can at least see the credits. But now that we are at Dragon Shores, we should probably actually take that vacation that Spyro wanted to take. Because now we have the money back for money bags.
Well done, Spyro. Step right into Dragon Shores Park.
We can now afford to
By the
take
way,
that vacation.
If you win 10 tokens, you can visit our theater.
So this is basically an amusement park of sorts. As you can see here, that door only unlocks if you had everything. And this is the infinite power-up that persists through New Game Plus.
Step right up, Spyro, and take a look at what we've got for you today. Inside this here booth, you'll find some of the most vicious creatures you've ever seen. Here's a baseball to spit, sport. Take aim, shoot at the target, and watch as the terrifying creatures fall into the water below. But don't worry, you won't hurt them.
I think I do have to use the ball. Okay, so I do have to use the ball. Okay.
Hey, that was pretty funny, wasn't it? Take this token for being such a good shot.
And that's 1 out of 10 tokens.
Have another shot if you want, kid.
Who gets that terrifying Earth Shaper and watch him get dunked?
This is pretty easy, isn't it? Have another one of these tokens.
Yeah, it is pretty easy. But that's okay.
Have another shot if you want, kid.
Oh! Get soaked.
Wow, you really are a great shot. Take this. It's my last token. Have another shot if you want, kid.
But no more tokens. So let's do something else.
Welcome to the Dragon Shores Coaster. Here at the shores, we don't just ride, though. If you can pop all the balloons on the track, a token is waiting for you. Ready to ride?
Yeah, let's do it.
Watch out for the other coasters out there. It's a crowded track today.
Pop the balloons. This is basically a try level, which is why like a lot of people don't like it. But it's actually not that difficult. See? There we go.
Dragon. Here's a token for you.
But there is a harder version of the course, of course.
All right. I'll flip this switch, and now you can ride more tracks. See if you can pop the balloons on these tracks, too. Watch out for the other coasters out there. It's a crowded track today.
Once we do this challenge, there should be one more version of the course. Not sure how I switch tracks. I would very much like to know. If I discover how to switch tracks, this is going to be a lot easier.
Watch out for the...
Oh dear, I know I've done this before. I've done this before like thousands of times. There we go. Okay. I hold the button down. Now this shouldn't be a huge problem now that I know what I'm doing. Mostly. Oh, I missed that jump.
What?
Damn it. Yeah, so this is basically post-game content, where once you've gotten 100% or like just beaten the game, you can come here and have a little bit of fun with a few last challenges before calling it quits. That's what we're gonna do, because this is a 100% completion run, and we're gonna show off everything this game has to offer. Except the skill points, because I don't really want to. I definitely hit the button. Good lord, this game's trying to sabotage me. Also, this is definitely a very unsafe coaster. There, now this should be the finale. Do a Sonic the Hedgehog style loop-de-loop. Done.
Hey, not bad. Here's another token.
And now there's one more version of the course with a gun attached to it.
There's one more run. You're on a roll. This time you'll need to use the cannon installed on your car to shoot down balloons as well. Are you gonna give it a try?
Yeah, let's do it.
Watch out for the other coasters.
Oh, I missed one. There we go. Well, just another one. This is going to be a challenging track. Wow, these balloons are... You don't really get... You have to shoot before you even see it. That's kind of bullshit. I mean, I'm gonna get this eventually. You try something again and again, you'll eventually succeed, right? That's how it works. There we go, got it. Which now I remember I did miss one balloon earlier. And going another round of the coaster. Woo. Oh, did I not miss it? We gotta make sure we turn this time. I think that should be all the ones. There might be one more red one we need to shoot down. No, we're good. That's all 50.
Wow, you're a natural. You've conquered the coaster. Here's my last token.
And that's probably the hardest one out of the three challenges.
You know?
So let's do this course.
Hiya, Spyro! I hear you're a pretty good shot. How'd you like to try my shooting gallery?
Let's do it.
Okay, I'll set the timer for you.
Yeah, just pepper the battlefield with flames and eventually they'll all fall down, right? That's how it works. And one last token can be earned right here.
Free! You pay no money down and make no monthly payments.
I like that all of the Nork showmen have N or GN as their name. It's Norm, like Nasty Nork. That's cute. I appreciate that. Now let's see who my partner is. Who is Spyro's one true lover? Aww. I could do worse than the
As promised,
Colossus
here's your
monk.
1 token. When you have 10 tokens, try visiting the Dragon Shores Theater.
And that's it. My 10th token.
Well, Spyro, it's your lucky day. You've managed to win enough tokens to enter the famous Dragon Shores Theater. Go on in and enjoy the show.
I like the poster on the side. That's cute. That's a cute little poster. But now that we've done everything, that is it for Spyro 2. And we have done everything. So I think if we wrap up this series, we should go to our special place and just take in the view. We got a few minutes left so we can actually do this. As you know, Autumn Plains is my favorite world for a couple reasons, but one is it's got a great Taylor, I'm sure you know what a special place is. This is a very special place. It's our special place. It's us as Spyro players, our special place. But as I said in the previous stream, I appreciate the kind of the serenity of the Autumn Plains world. In particular, there is, like, as a kid, one spot I used to go and just, like, drink it in, and, like, for me, that was a good way to relax. And that was, at the very top of Autumn Plains. If you've played the game before, you know what I'm talking about. But, and if you've got a stream before, you know what I'm talking about, because I've shown this place off last week. But I can think of no better way to end the Spyro 2 series, such as it is, than by taking a moment to just drink in the set dressing here at my special place, with the peaceful background music, the slight rustling of the wind. This was the spot that, if I wanted to relax as a kid, I would launch up Spyro 2, just sit here and just kind of enjoy the level design, such as it was. Because this is where, this is like, there are a few places, there are a few times in the series, the trilogy, where you get to just go find a high place and just kind of take in the ground beneath you, because that's very, like, back in the PS1 era, that was a lot of polygons to render, so you didn't get that scenic view very often. But I can think of no better way to end the series than to just take a look at the beautiful work that Toys for Bob put into remastering this series that I have loved since I was a young child. And I'm so happy that Spyro came to the PS4 in HD, full glory. And with that, I am done for now. Next week, we will start Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back. And we'll go from there. Until then, take care, guys. And I will see you next week. Bye for now.